Mike, what do we got going on? Let's do some headlines here,
We're going to do headlines. Polk, we have yours. We just didn't have time to make it. So we're going to verbally do a Polk headline. But we do have Brad's.
All right, let's go with Brad.
Let's start with Brad.
Bring it up, baby. Look, isn't this nice? Browns take command in the DMV. For those who don't know the DMV, that's D.C., Maryland, Virginia area, better known as the nation's capital, right? So the Browns are taking command of the Commanders, right? And then for all these people panicking in Cleveland, calm down. Watson allows you to breathe a sigh of relief because he's starting to look like himself. So everybody just relax.
All right.
Nice.
Well, all right, good. First thing I think of when I hear DMV is Patrick Ewing. That's the first name that comes to mind for me.
Patrick from Georgetown?
Yeah.
I think of the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Because I remember when I was a kid.
Just so you know, that's what came to my mind.
When I was a kid, I was a big St. John's basketball fan. My best friend was a Georgetown fan, and then we had another good friend who was a Syracuse fan. And in those days, all three were good. And now they all suck.
The DMV.
Well, Syracuse is all right. The St. John's and Georgetown suck now. But we used to get it.
Yeah, because if you live up in that area, that's what they refer to that area.
Shout out to the Berry Farms Park.
They refer to DMV.
If you're down in the Baltimore area, you know where Berry Farms is. People get buckets down there, bro.
All right. Really narrow shout out. My headline is, you guys might not like it, it's not quite as positive.
Yeah.
Brown's still shitty in Capital City.
Damn.
Here's the thing, guys. I don't like the trajectory of this team currently. I don't like the mood. I do think they'll get it together for the last game of the season. I do believe that, and that's going to be and that'll give us all hope. But I think we got one more week of just disorder, chaos, and a bunch of young players knowing that they're not playing for anything.
I would have thought, Polk, you would have been more optimistic.
No,
I know, I'm not. I'm just not feeling it this week.
Hey.
I'm just, I got a real negative vibe out of this team right now.
I see.
I got a negative vibe out of this team right now.
I said 2 days ago, I'm the Duke of knee jerk.
Yeah, gee.
You are.
I'm like, bro, I don't like nothing about the Browns. It was a day I just didn't like nothing. The socks, the pants. I like the
that stupid elf.
Listen, I need something else, man. I mean, they'll do that to you, bro. They'll do that to you.
That's where I'm at.
Now, do you think if God forbid they lose these last two games, do you think that has any bearing? Because we could be level-headed, but do you think any of that has anything to do with the sway on Jimmy Haslam? Because Jimmy done said he gonna keep somebody, and then he blow everybody out. He was like, "What happened?"
I could see if they completely crater in these last two games, him firing everybody. I could totally see that. I think that's always possible. You never know with Jimmy.
Let me tell you something. If they get cratered these last two games, it's warranted. Enough is enough.
It could happen.
I mean, I'm in the locker room at the gym every night, right? Right. The frustration between just the regular people that are just working, it's at an all-time high.
One thing I disagree with, Brad, is you said everybody's always patient here. They have never been patient with any coach. I'm not saying they should have been necessarily, but it's not like they have been.
Well, it's not like they've had winners here, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, but you said they've been patient. They haven't.
Let me tell you.
Deservedly so.
Let me tell you, I played for some great coaches. Chuck Daly.
Yeah.
Phil Jackson. I played for them, right? I know what it smells like. Just don't smell like that.
All right.
At all.
Okay. Let's leave that for now. Let's see G's headline.
G-Bush.
I'm a little more positive. Look at me.
Look at this.
Yeah, did you though?
Close, but no. Oh, you got them losing. That's not positive.
All I care about is Watson looking good. Listen, we going for South right now. This is stats.
Every man for himself.
I feel like I could rap that sub-headline.
Close but no cigar.
Yeah.
Hey, I think he put up some decent numbers. And once again, the thing that rears his ugly head, I wish I could teach psychology and human nature to these people, right? See, Stefanski, you had two scapegoats you could have used. You could have got rid of Woods and said, I'll go with the dude that don't know nothing. And then we would have been like, well, he doesn't have a D coordinator. This guy's not a real coordinator. The offense looks good. As long as they fix that, we'll be good. But the longer you kept him, that mud is getting on you. You got to do it a little. Same thing with Baker. You did a masterful job with Baker. You just scapegoated him.
He now watching the other organizations in the league.
No.
How they scapegoat people.
How they going? Matt Rule, they started Matt Rule's hot seat like the last few games of his first year. I'm like, how is he already on it? But I think we throw for some yards. I think the defense gives up in the end. But I think Watson actually starts to look like Watson.
See what's going on in Vegas?
I need that three.
Vegas is trying to scapegoating now. They're like,
as my
Derek
friend,
Carr, you out.
As my friend, will you be rooting for the Bengals in the playoffs? Do you want me to be happy? Does it?
It's all about your happiness, right?
Do you want me to be happy, or do you want screw it? I don't want division teams winning.
No. Here's the sick sadistic way.
Who were you rooting before you answer that? Who were you rooting for in the Super Bowl last year?
I wanted to see it was a great one. First of all, Odell Beckham was playing, and I wanted to prove the Browns are stupid for letting him go, so it worked out for me. And then the Bengals was in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. 1 year after drafting Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, so y'all was dumb as hell for telling me that we can't get it done. We got to have a 10-year plan.
Yeah.
So it was great.
I also have a friend who is also like a frenemy friend who is a huge Lions fan.
Yeah.
So the fact that Matthew Stafford left and immediately won a Super Bowl was really satisfying as well.
That
was great.
But I will say this though.
You and I have become much closer friends in the last year.
I would want the Bengals. Here's the reason. The only reason I want the Bengals to win is so that I could look at the Browns and say, "You dummies, you stupid, I hate your face."
Is that what this is?
These dudes is in our division winning, and look what we got. I like pressure. I love pressure.
All right, we'll be talking about the Steelers.
Do you want to
later.
wrap
Okay.
that sub headline? You said you could spit some bars to that.
No,
I thought G's sub-headline would be good couple of rap lyrics because they rhyme. I don't know.
Rap lyrics, come on.
You want to rap it for us?
I could.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
pull it back up, Steve.
He
Let's get a
want,
little-
give him that Run DMC flow. Here it
Watson
comes.
looks great, but the defense gives up late.
That's that Run DMC flow.
elite. All right, Bo, you ready for yours?
Remember when Aerosmith? By the way, remember when Aerosmith and
Run DMC came together.
Walk This Way?
Yeah.
Walk
That
This
was
Way.
awesome.
Walk
I love
this
that.
I
way.
hate that flow.
Well,
You
yeah,
didn't like
I know.
that?
No.
Of course
That was
not.
awesome.
Of course not, but that's not the point. It was an important cultural moment.
Yes, it was.
You'll recognize
cool.
Yes,
I-
I like music where people die in it. I like people.
What?
I like music where you get smacked with the burner.
Yeah.
I catch you outside.
What? Right.
I strip you down.
Positive.
Take your
Yeah.
jewels.
Jeez. I'm gonna have to stop fooling with y'all. Y'all too crazy.
my headline there, Mike?
Kilos.
What's the deal? What's the deal? Come on now.
We got my headline?
We got yours, and then we did a production headline, too.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
Bo, you're up next.
Yes, here we go. Watson arrives. Watson, I double Watson. That's kind of poor. But
That is bad.
I should have said Deshaun on the second one, or Deshaun on the first one. But anyway, Watson breaks out with 321 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Bull, that's coming.
It's going to be
it's
good
coming.
weather
It's
in
coming.
Washington.
That's what I was just about to say. It's going to be warm this weekend for him?
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is coming.
I
hope
think
you're right.
I think David Njoku, who played his worst game of the year last week, and overall has had a very good season. I think he's going to break. I think he's going to have a big game. I think David Njoku might go for over 100 yards in this game, like crazy tight end numbers.
Mikey, bring up those receiving yards again. I want to see what everybody
I think
looks
it's going to
like.
be a big game for the offense. I think the whole offense is going to play well. I think Nick Chubb has. I think everybody in the offense is having a good day.
People
All they
always-
need is 2. If they get 2 games where he throw for
And that's through
300,
16 games. That's a typo on mine.
300, and
Yeah.
say for instance, in the last 2 games, if you get Amari Cooper 1,100, you get Donovan Peoples-Jones in the 9s.
I wonder
Yeah.
if Donovan Peoples-Jones got a bonus for 1,000 yards.
You know he probably do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a rookie
No,
contract.
not in a rookie contract.
Yeah, probably
not.
not
in
a
a
rookie
contract.
contract. Yeah. All right, let's do the production team
Production
headline.
headline. So everyone did Watson headlines. We went a little different. We went with the ultimate loser. Snyder in command can't even beat the Browns in the battle of the 2 worst.
Why would
owners
that
in
be a
football.
headline in Cleveland?
Well, we changed it up. We went the Washington headline.
Just trying to be creative.
Just trying to do a little something different.
Yeah,
But
let
we
him
thought
stretch
Snyder,
out, man. Creatively.
Snyder and Haslam might be the 2 most hated owners.
Oh yeah, they was
in
going.
football.
They was going in on the DMV yesterday because they were like, "Wait a minute now, we going back to Carson Wentz, who give us a chance of winning nothing." I said, at least with Taylor Heineke, we had a heartbeat. We got a chance to make the playoffs. Now
I
we
don't
going
think
back
it
to
matters.
Wentz.
They both suck.
That's what they were saying.
If Jimmy Haslam, people around here want Jimmy Haslam to sell the team so bad.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Haslam, they made him sell the team, but the only person that would get the team was Daniel Snyder. Would you
If the
keep-
NFL forced Daniel Snyder to sell the Commanders only to buy the Browns,
Right. Do you? Which is worse? If you had to pick one?
I think Snyder's actually. I think Jimmy's the 31st worst owner in the league, the 31st best owner in the league, or the second worst. I think Daniel Snyder's the only one worse. But you know what? It's probably a tie. They're both horrible. Dan Snyder's just been doing it longer.
And he left an email trail.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I want to see all the emails.
Like, don't you wish you had one of the man?
wanna
Don't
see
you
them
wish
all.
you had like Art Rooney as the owner of
My
the Browns?
God,
Like,
Oh,
that's
my gosh.
Like, him. It's so funny. You got him and Jerry Jones, and they make Jerry Jones. Well, not really.
It's really what's funny is that we don't get to pick as fans who worship this team and that's the wrong word forever and love this team.
Yeah.
We don't get to pick the character or the capability of the oligarch who purchases
sucks.
the team that we love and that we've always followed.
The perfect
We just have
owner-
to get lucky
Hey,
and
look,
hope
look,
that
the
the
perfect
person
owner
is a
would-
decent
These
person.
franchises,
Isn't that
these
terrible?
franchises cost so much. Now you have Elon Musk as your owner.
Right.
That's the only kind of people can afford.
But you just got to
the
hope
place
that
now.
that
That's
whatever.
perfect owner is Dolan with Jimmy's spending power.
No Dolan with Dan Gilbert's spending power.
Yeah, I mean Jimmy's willing to spend too. I give him
Right.
credit for that. But yes,
The problem is you're always walking. So it's always a perilous path because to accumulate the amount of money necessary to purchase a team, it comes from some pretty terrible places,
you-
or
you-
it's
nefarious.
nepotism,
Nefarious,
or
right.
Well,
it's
what you cannot
inherited.
do-
But in any way, let me finish my point. In any way, it probably means that you probably value things differently than most of us do.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Whether you're a pineapple, your parents own Dole pineapple, like you didn't work for that,
Right.
in a way that a lot of people did,
Yeah.
or whether you made your money as like on Wall Street or something like that. In some way, you're probably different personality-wise, and you just got to hope that the person is a decent person.
Well,
Yeah.
here's your story, Mike. Right? You cannot conflate the two. Just because you own ABC advertising company don't mean you know how that sports is the same thing.
Right.
If you buy the team and run the team and let people who understand the side of sports run the team. Because I guarantee you this, right? Because my old neighbor here, when I was playing in Chicago, was Ozzie Newsome. Ozzie would run this team a whole lot differently than it's being run right now.
Yes.
Yes, he would.
Yeah.
Yes, he would.
he did a great job in
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Yes,
no
yes,
doubt
he would.
about
That was my neighbor. That was my neighbor, right?
There's not a lot of Ozzie Newsome.
But I'm saying,
unfortunately.
the one thing is you see those organizations like that, they let the football people run the organization.
Yes.
They're not very rarely seen. They're here to commentary on the overview of the whole organization.
Wow.
But when you start embedding yourself, it's like Puff Daddy in the video, right?
You wanna, if you wanna come over here and you don't want the producer all in the video, dancing, come to Death Row.
Right.
Wait a second. Hold on. Is this real? Listen to this. Jerry. Oh, okay. I thought it said he hasn't. Says Jerry Jones says team. I thought it said has been in contact with Terrell Owens about a potential return. He actually says hasn't been. How old is Terrell Owens?
41.
That might be the
He
most.
hasn't played in like
He's
5
46.
years.
Is he
Oh,
46?
46?
That might be the most pointless headline
I
I've
know.
ever heard.
I thought it said he's.
Well, he's always on Instagram advertising how well he's in shape and things like that. I'm like, yeah, well, you okay? Running on the track is not.
He's 49. Sorry.
Is he?
Yes.
It's time. Bring him back.
I like, look, that's not running across
Damn.
the middle getting popped.
No, it is not.
All right, guys. Let's go. Let's go to New Year's resolutions.